Do you want to know how to use the rest of this year to make it the best of your years? In this Chinese horoscope forecast video, we will have a deeper look into the characteristics of the snake and reveal what the rest of this year has to offer for them. Which months are easy and full of opportunities, but also in which this Chinese zodiac sign has to be a bit more mindful. And why a clash month is not necessarily a catastrophe. Because when you know what's coming, you can respond to it in a successful way, right? Do you know how to use your BaZi, your Chinese horoscope, to make the best for your relationships and career in the second half of the water rabbit year? Let's see what's in it for you. And also let me show you where to find out how to use the power of your personal BaZi to optimize and achieve your goals. So if you stay until the end, let's have some fun and play with the date selection. I will give you some special dates for the snake, when to take action for luck and success in 2023, and when to better step back. Hi, I'm Sandra, and I have been teaching and consulting Feng Shui, BaZi, as well as meditation and manifesting for over 2 decades now. First in Germany and now here in New Zealand and Australia. And yes, right, new house sit, new pool, new dog. It's just how we do it. Today, we will have a deeper look into the characteristics of the snake and what the rest of the year has to offer. Which months are easy and which could be a bit more complicated for this animal sign. And to realize in which area of your life you need to take action or step back, we will have a look into the 4 pillars of destiny at the very end of this video. So, what is the snake like in general? Well, if you want to put it into one word, it would be wise. Snake people are very shrewd and often achieve success through their wits. They are wise and intense with a tendency towards physical beauty. Shiny object is one of their things, yes. Snake people are discreet, restrained, and refined. They never come across as pushy and instead get their way through subtle manipulation. Cautious and intelligent, they possess analytical minds, but often also have a well-developed gut instinct. There's an air of elegance and magnetism about snakes that make them very attractive to the opposite sex. They're quite aware of their appeal and thus can be rather vain and high-tempered. Snakes enjoy flirting, but when it comes to their partners, they are often possessive. So what is this year 2023 for the snake? Well, the year governor is the waterwood rabbit, and the general energies of the year of the waterwood rabbit, I would call them, it's about inner development, upskilling, intuition, new beginnings, well-being, harmony and healing, but be aware, compromises might be necessary for that. So concentrate on what is important. But what does that mean for the snake? Well, the snake can handle the rabbit so much better than last year's tiger. I wonder why. All signs are still on self-improvement, but in a much more subtle way, which suits the snake. Your wisdom and knowledge that you have been collecting for such a long time pays off this year, finally. You may be able to make a huge jump on your career path, and the respect of colleagues will for sure come to you. Your personal ambitions are under a great start this year, so they should be easily implemented if you take action, dear snake. So enjoy your luck, that's what people will call it, and stop looking for the fly in the ointment. So what are special months and times for the snake? Well, the snake builds a 3 combination with the ox, which resides in January and from 1 to 3 o'clock in the morning, and the rooster, which resides in September and from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. It also has a combination with the monkey, which lives in August and from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. It also has a clash with the pig in November. So there's a lot going on in the second half of the year. So let's look at this a bit closer, shall we? September, the rooster. Well, with the rooster on your side this month, you feel very comfortable. Together you can plan and take action in a very effective way. You are a very good team. What you organize this month will definitely be done by the end of the year. So keep up with your plans and taking action into the direction you envision yourself going, and leave some space for life to happen as well. Change can take its time. Don't forget, it's the Rooster is the year breaker, so we have a clash month, but change is inevitable, especially when you want it to be sustainable. So stay patient. October, the dog month. Sometimes when it seems too good to be true, that is exactly what it is. So be careful and stay realistic if you don't want to lose too much time or money. The dog is not a fan of quick decisions anyway. So even if the rabbit gives you more and more inspiration, it might take longer this month than usual to really get started. All is well. Oh, and first take care of your own house, then take care of others. November, the pig. Although it is your clash month, the year governor will mediate. So it doesn't necessarily have to become a bad month for you. No, not at all. The apparent clash can actually become of benefit in this particular case. The pig teaches the snake to trust more and doubt less. The strong water element will encourage your spiritual levels. This is where ideas can evolve and mature. And next year, all of these ideas will be so much easier implemented than now, so stay patient for a little bit longer. But don't refrain from sharing your knowledge when it seems appropriate. December, the red month. Some snakes may miss a little bit of grounding in this month, so maybe because the agile rat prefers intellectual activity. So the strong wood, together with the snake's fire, brings up various opportunities. To not mess up all the options, stay grounded and strong in your core and your long-term goals. Strengthen your earth element, maybe with earthy food, rituals, everything that gives you more security and strength. Take care of your roots. If you feel this month that you don't fancy too much social activity, well, just retreat and enjoy whatever is coming up for you. January, the ox month. So you have a 3 combination with the rooster, don't forget that. So from next month on, the wood dragon will take over. That might mean not too many changes for you, dear snake. Does that give you a good feeling? You can watch the changes of the year's energy with ease, unlike some other signs. 2024 will have some really good opportunities waiting for you. The last month, you could learn how to use your softer side to bring you forward, especially on your spiritual side. Stay on course with your own personal growth and don't relapse so short from the finish line. Stay on course. But the thing is, do you really have to wait for that month to activate the good combinations? Well, the effects may be stronger if it is contained in the year or month, yes. But we also have a day animal and even down to the hour if you want to go down that road. There will be great days and times to use in almost every month. Let's have a look at some special dates for the snake and go even deeper, just to give you an idea of how date selection works. So I already told you before the combinations that you have. So with the triple combination of the ox and the rooster, you can always look for ox days and rooster hours, which are from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And of course, because of the dual combination with the monkey, you can also use always the monkey hours from 3 to 5 p.m. So if you wondered why you are still going good from 3 to 7 o'clock and your colleagues or friends are running out of steam, this is probably the reason for it. You've got combinations during those hours. So depending on where your snake sits, of course, this area will then be affected. So let's have a look at some months. So the September, the rooster month, although it's the year breaker, you have the 3 combined with the ox. So we're looking at the ox days, especially if you want to change something. There are stable days. It's the 16th and the 28th of September. It's suitable for activities with lasting effects, so long-term planning. So it's about planting, marriage, and launching business. Maybe that suits you. You should avoid projects to be completed quickly, jobs with no prospects, so no long-term vision, instant gratification, and one-day things. This is not the way to do it. In November, which is the pig month, which is your personal clash month. So if you want to change something in your life, November is definitely a good month for that. So for support in the change, look for the monkey days, which are the 10th, the 22nd, and the 4th of December, and the monkey hours, which is from 3 to 5 p.m. In January, we've got an ox month, and you have a 3 combined with the rooster. So we're looking at the rooster days, which are success days. The 10th, which actually is gradual progress, very good to work with, and the 22nd of January, which is retreat. So this is about retreating and really thinking, what do I need to do? What do I want to do? What does success mean to me? How can I reach that? So success days are not days to actually start something. Now it is about seeing the sprouting of what you have done before. It is telling you you have already gone through the obstacles and have conquered them. Now you can do the closing, not yet the harvesting. Time to enjoy the fruit of your effort. Things are finally showing positive signs of progress. Things are progressing well. It is now forming into a business. Now you start to earn more than you spend. So use the 22nd for a retreat to reflect on what have you done in the past to bring it to fruition, and what can you do to even further it. What went right, what went wrong, where to go. So it's a it's one of the most auspicious days and positive, and has a multiplier effect. Everything you do on that day, that will help you really grow even faster and even better. So it's suitable for all activities that require positive outcomes: marriages, moving into a new house, start a construction. What you should avoid on success days are all negative outcome activities, because they will also be heightened. So you have to ask yourself, what is success in this case? Because only one can win. Well, but you can be successful in finding out what you don't want, because energy has no good or bad. It's about finding out. So the question is now, of course, where do you have the snake in your personal BaZi? Which pillar? And just to remind you, the year pillar stands for the social aspect of your life and how you behave amongst friends, acquaintances, and your luck with them in general. The month pillar is representing your career, the industries where you might find the most opportunities, and your ability to provide value. The day pillar is about who you are on a fundamental level, your inner nature and what makes you unique, as well as representing your love life. Because remember, yourself and your spouse pillars are living in the day pillar. Our pillar is representing your thoughts, ambitions, and goals in life, as well as the aspects of children, investment, and employees. So, depending on where the snake sits in your BaZi, this is the area to take action now, or on the dates I just gave you, dates and times. Job, career, relationship, business, investment. And you also now know where the best days and months are to take action, and in which pillar. So looking out for clashes and combinations to find luck and success, not just in 2023. So now that you know all that, what is the one thing you can do in one of those areas now, or plan for the dates I just gave you to bring it forward? The first thing that comes into mind, bring it to paper. The one thing to prepare the path. It doesn't have to be a massive effort. It can be a baby step. Sometimes baby steps are even better because they're effortless. They're bringing ease into it and joy, and then having a ripple effect. And it doesn't feel like you're lifting the heavy weight, and then you just feel overwhelmed and you don't want to do it at all. So, and you now also know that you have 4 animals that define your possibilities and opportunities for the rest of the water rabbit year. So if one pillar is not that lucky, put your emphasis on one of the other ones. Stay tuned for more insight and forecasts about the other animals of the Chinese zodiac here on this channel. and what to emphasize in the last month of the water rabbit year to optimize and achieve your goals. Because next year is going to be a wood dragon year, wood earth dragon year. And that will be a different game. We're changing the energy from the rabbit to the dragon. Some of us are looking forward to that, to the taking action and getting things done. Some of us like the rabbit with the, let's work on a journey, so much better. But such is life. Yin and yang. Changes are inevitable. And if you want to know what's the best to do in this month, well, have a look at my monthly The Power of BaZi monthly forecast series, also here on this channel. Have a fabulous time, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.